Hello YouTube, it's Tony. So today I'll be showing you a loot from 100,000 Vyrelords and Vyreladies. So 1 year ago today, I made a guide on how to kill them. Now I didn't really realize how great their loot was, so I actually decided to camp them even further. Originally the reason why I camped them was because of prayer XP, so I didn't really want to spend money on it. Over that time I discovered a faster method on how to kill them. I'm not going to show you a full strategy on this, but I will definitely make a separate guide on this soon. Hopefully by tomorrow maybe. So I use Columbarium Rings instead. Basically this increases the chances of receiving shiny Columbarium loot, which can really add up the profit per hour. Each ring will last you 50 charges, and at my kill speed, I could use quite a lot of these rings per hour. It would honestly be really nice if they made them last 100 charges or so. So here's a breakdown of how much XP I received. Unfortunately there's no Slayer counter for Firewatch. I ended up training 66 mil defense XP from camping these. I didn't want to train magic because I was already close to 200 mil anyways. The amount of prayer XP I got was 42 mil, for fire making XP I got 30 mil, and then for farming XP I got 15.4 mil, which was from the seed aside destroying all the seeds. In terms of pets, I received the defense pet as well as the HP pet from this. Unfortunately I didn't receive the fire making or the prayer pet, even though the JMods said you can receive it from here. For some reason I never heard anyone receive either of these pets from here, as I know a lot of people do camp Firewatch these days. Either way, I'm not really too fussed about pets. Alright, so now here's the full loot tab. Vyres do drop a lot of various items. I brought alch runes every trip, so that way it would ease the inventory clogging, as well as making extra profit that way. This is exactly why I advocate people to bring alch runes, especially when you're doing Slayer. As for the alchable drops, I combined them with coin piles. Then I converted them to spirit shards so I didn't mix up with my other cash stack. In terms of coins and alchables combined, I got 215.4 mil. So I'm going to explain the spring cleaner loot. To start off with the regular logs, I set the spring cleaner to destroy the rune weapons. However, because they drop rune arrows as well, you will also get the logs from the rune arrows. Sometimes it can prove to be less profit rather than more profit this way. Unfortunately, you can't set it separately to destroy the arrows or the weapons. After that, the magic logs are from the rune spears. Then finally, the coal and runite, well, they're basically just from various runite items. They also drop gems quite uncommonly, which is why it's essential to use gem bag here. You mostly get noted rubies and diamonds. Dragonstones are quite rare as well. So because they drop a lot of various herbs, this really makes a huge portion of the profit. Like they drop a large variety of high level herbs. The most common ones I received were Raynar, Avantos, and Snapdragons, which for some reason they're significantly more common than the rest. Yeah, I know they're pretty valuable, especially for overloads. I also got some herblore supplies, and that includes limpwort roots, red spider eggs, as well as wine of Zamrak. Now the red spider eggs seem to be the most common among these, and I mean not many PVM drop sources contain these, you know? With that being said, it's a pretty decent choice for super potion ingredients. Then we have the addy ores, the rune bars, and the crystal key parts. Now as you can see, there's a really huge stack of runes I got, and those were blood and death runes. Yeah, this is the only stack where I managed to get more than 100k of any kind, but I mean overall they're not really that expensive. The congealed blood, well, they're quite uncommon, but even then, they're not really worth that much. I also got the rune arrows, which were from the failed spring cleaner. Then finally from the main drop table I got the rune javelins. So yeah, the rest of my tab is just RDT drops. For some reason they're just seemingly very rare. Now I didn't always get to use the Columbarium rings, cause during my 2-hour trips I'd always fall 1 ring short. The reason being is I don't want to bring too many rings or else it will clog up my inventory space. Even sometimes I forget to wear a new one when I used up all my charges from my previous one. But yeah, for the most part I was actually killing these while wearing Columbarium rings. As for charms, I didn't really keep track of them either cause I'm already 200 mil summoning. So with all that being said, the total value of this tab is worth 890 mil. I'm most likely not going to sell it until double XP weekends announce, cause most of them are skilling supplies. And the herb supplies do have a reputation of going up, especially during the announcement. So in conclusion, the whole tab took me a total of 110 game hours. I did this over the course of 2 months, and that's probably the main reason why I didn't make combat guides. I average over 900 kills per hour. I don't really know exactly how many Firewatch I killed like I said. Generally speaking, you can probably expect around 8 mil GP per hour gross income. I'm not sure what's the net income per hour because I'm not really sure what's the cost of supplies per hour. The main costs of the supplies you'll be looking at are the augmentable items, the degradables, the springs, the Columbarium rings, and even the alch runes can really add up in terms of the cost. All I can say is that the profit per hour is still pretty good. Don't forget to stay tuned for an updated and even more optimized version of the full Firewatch guide. So thanks for watching and I hope it helps. If I missed anything, feel free to ask.